Hi guys, I hope you're fine. It has been a long time, right, since we have seen each other. Hope regular classes start soon and we will see each other. The problem with this mode of teaching is that I cannot see your eyes and I cannot understand whether you actually understand whatever I am trying to communicate with you. And that's a very sad part. And it is that part of online teaching is what I do not really like. I feel that this can only supplement a classroom and it can never become an alternative. But yeah, we have to deal with whatever we have got, right? So, as such, as I have texted you, the only thing that we can do, to replace watching each other's eyes is that you can communicate to me how you felt about a class, because I can't actually have the privilege of knowing it through your eyes, but I can at least know it when you tell me. So as such, the requirement is that please listen to the class, and once the class is over, just pass a comment, a voice message or a text message, or if you like, make a video. In some way or the other, please let me know that you have understood the class, and if you have any queries or doubts, you ask me about that, so that we can have certain interactions and know things better. Being postgraduate students, I'm pretty sure that you understand the importance of an interactive learning in the classroom. So, okay, I've come up with a very peculiar concept today. This is actually about a card, okay? A card that is in each of your pocket or wallet. So, you're very familiar with the whole idea of this, but very often it so happens that we know something, yet we do not know it enough. It happens even in case of personal relationships, right? We feel that, we understand someone better, we know them very well, and at some stage in our lives, it turns out that we did not know them. So, a lot of cases of betrayals, BFIs, etc. happens in this sense, that we feel that we know someone better and suddenly they make us realize that maybe we did not understand them at all. So similarly, we know about smart cards, we have seen them, it is in our wallet, it is a part of our daily lives. So we know them, but still we do not know them. So let us understand certain interesting facts about this. I'm pretty sure that you have learned in your schools and college as well that computers in 1950s were a very big device. Computers were a large device. They were using what was called as vacuum tubes. And then the second generation computer arrived, this second generation computer which arrived at a later period, they were using transistors. Still the size of a computer were bigger. And then in 1958, a genius whose name was Robert Noyce, not the noise N-O-I-C-N-O-I-S-E, the noise here is N-O-Y-C, Robert Noyce, N-O-Y-C. This genius actually is the person who has founded Intel company. He founded Intel in 1968. But 10 years prior to that, in the year 1958, this computer scientist called Robert Noyce, he invented a chip called integrated circuit chip, often referred to as IC. This IC or integrated circuit made sure that the size of the computer gets drastically reduced, because lots of transistors could be placed in a small chip. So as such, this tremendously helped the development of computer science, this development of integrated circuits. But then in 1960s, Some German scientists thought that this chip can actually be inserted in a card and can be paid in gas stations, petrol pumps, etc. Then something very interesting happened in the year 1974. In France, there was a scientist, a computer scientist whose name was Ronald Molino. Ronald, N-R-O-N-A-L-D, Ronald Molino, M-O-R-I-N-H-O. This Ronald Molino in 1974 saw a dream. In the dream, an idea occurred to him. Well, it was a scientist's dream, right? So it's no ordinary dream. So, as such, in the dream, he found that he can place this circuit, this IC chip. He can place it in a card and can use for whatever purposes for which it can be produced. That is to say that it can be used to store information. Any information can be stored. It can exchange information with computers, and this information can also be manipulated. That is to say, this information can also be changed. So this was a very insightful dream, and after this dream he started working on this, and he produced what was called as world's first smart card. This made him a French national hero. So Ronald Molino became a very rich person because of this, because he said once, wherever I walk in Paris, I can stop a person and extract from him at least 3 smart cards. So everyone in France by 1980s had smart cards, not one, more than one. So these smart cards became extremely famous in France, and our Robert Molino became a French national hero as well as a very wealthy person with a very fat bank account. This is about the history of smart card, and we learned something more about smart card in our next class. Thank you.